So who's ready to see another Soviet screw-up? So let's head back into Central Asia. Last time we discussed the Darvaza gas crater and the Soviet incompetence leading up to that. So, let's look at another similar incident, being the Aral Sea. The Aral Sea was once the fourth largest lake in the world, encompassing over 26,000 square miles in both Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. But now it's, well, where's the lake? Well, what happened to the lake was a massive Soviet engineering project that went horribly wrong. So we might as well go to the beginning of this story. It's the 1930s. The Soviet Union wasn't doing so hot. It may have been from the years of civil war they had just endured, but they decided it was because they weren't growing enough cotton in the middle of the desert. So what they decided to do was they cut off all the water going to the Aral Sea to irrigate their newfound cotton fields. And once this started happening, the Aral Sea started shrinking in size. But did the Soviets care? No, not really. Starting in the 1960s, the Aral Sea started rapidly losing all of its water. And if we look at it today, now that's what I call not water. Alright, fine, that was stupid. I'll take that out of the video. For the most part, the sea is gone today. Now, there are little bits of it left, but not a lot. The Aral Sea is now split between the North Sea and the South. The North Sea is doing a lot better because the Kazakhstan government decided in 2005 to build a dam to help replenish their side of the sea. Now, the South Sea isn't doing so great because the Uzbekistan government hasn't really done anything with it. But that doesn't surprise me, because would you trust a country that you learned about 5 minutes ago? Now, getting into the actual science behind this, we have two ways to explain it. The simple version and the smart-sounding version. First, we have the simple version. It literally has no water feeding it anymore. Now the smart version. So the Aral Sea dried up due to the rivers feeding it being diverted from the sea. And with no major rivers feeding the sea, it slowly started drying up due to a lack of water and it, well, being in the middle of a desert. Leaving us with this weird but arguably cool looking desert where the sea was. Though, if you were an up-and-coming rock band and wanted to get an album cover photo here, I wouldn't blame you. But I would recommend not going there, seeing that it is highly radioactive, due to several radiation tests done in the region at the site known as the Polygon Nuclear Test Site. But anyway, that was the Aral Sea. A massive sea that was destroyed by the Russians because they wanted to grow cotton in the middle of the desert. And now that the sea is disappearing, the countries it affects are trying to reverse these decades-old mistakes. But are they able to do it? I don't know. Again, would you trust two countries you just learned about a couple minutes ago?